What's happening? We got up in here. Unfinished. Needing some of that smoked corn already, huh? Unfinished, how are you? Waiting for everybody to creep up in here. What's up, bro? Hey, dude. Hey, been a couple suckers in here at the moment. I was ever watching the other guys live talking about the Southeast gassers and stuff. I was about to start commenting, and I realized I was about to go live. How's everybody? Cool. I was watching that live you and John were in the other night. That was pretty cool. I ended up uh, having to take my kid to the hospital, but it was fun to watch you while I did. It was John can always bring up all kinds of weird conversations. It's all good, man. It's a normal, man. It just happens. I ended up getting sick over the weekend. Um, I'm just now getting over. Yeah, man, it's normal for her. So she had brain surgery like 10 years ago. She's always got some stuff going on. But we all ended up kind of sick with a head cold, and it hits her a little harder than everybody else. Very shitty, but you know, it is what it is. It was better than the alternative. Could probably use the hospital or brain surgery. She had like a 7/8 size lug nut sized tumor in her head. Topic tonight, man. So I've tried the topic thing. I was, really trying to, try and steer towards a topic, and I've always tried to. So I put a, I put a thumbnail up there to see if anybody would be able to pinpoint um, what was wrong with the thumbnail, because I've tried topics, roll bars, things like that. What's up, Dan? So I figured I'd kind of, swing for the fences. What kind of screwed up deals have you found working on cars? I just couldn't think of anything at the moment, so I threw up that thumbnail. If anybody got to see it, it's something that I get to deal with almost on a daily. You didn't see it. Let's see. See if I can't. Mike, what's happening? Dun, 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 dun. No, the thumbnail for the live. It was trying to find it. What's up, Dylan?
How's it going, man? All right. You got it? Sweet. Good.
Waiting for you to jump on here so you can see it.
Well, she goes, because I asked her, because it's Thursday, and I'm like,
It's Tuesday.
oh, it's Tuesday. That's why. Dude, my whole week has been nothing but
Let's
bad.
see. No.
And I'm like, you said Jason was going live, and I pulled you up, and you were live. What in the world's going on? So here I am. How do you like the koozie?
Oh, it's awesome.
Does it feel like
I
you got both, right? You got one
I
of,
have 3.
of mine?
Yeah. You sent
Which
me
one?
2 of them. The first time one was the white writing in green.
I don't think we
I-
have one white. We got black
was-
with green and black with orange. I know that.
Maybe okay, that was those 2.
Which out of the 3 do you like better?
I dig the American flag. You know, I love
that's-
that. So
At some point, we're going to eliminate the other ones. We like the American flag ones, and they're cheaper, and so
yeah.
I can give them to people cheaper. It's not
Hey,
good.
what's happening? Are you at work?
I sure am.
Jeez, at work.
I'm all by myself. No one here.
That's scary.
That's because people don't know how to come to damn work.
That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Trying to find this thumbnail for everybody. Did you get to see that thumbnail for the live?
Me?
Any
The
of you?
the brake
Yeah, I
caliper.
did.
Caliper?
Yeah.
What?
Did you see anything wrong with it?
Mm-mm.
No, but now I want to look.
Yeah, you need to. I want to try and find it. I can't remember how to.
Okay, so
If you see it, just wait.
okay, I will. How can I blow it up like bigger?
I'm not sure. I want to try and pull it from my computer, but I can't remember how to do it.
Like on my feed where I got all the videos that like my For You page or
Right.
whatever, I guess. It's small. I can't exactly tell.
Damn.
What is that on?
That is on a Blazer.
Oh, okay. I was say it looks like a really small caliper. It might just be a picture, but yeah, that's interesting.
Do you see what's wrong with it?
Well, I think I
Hey,
can
Tom.
see too, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Do you see what Slant said to you?
I want to apologize when you guys showed up. I was right in the middle of a meeting. Dude, no, that's on us. I do. I mean, I appreciate the apology, but you don't have to apologize, man. That's why you're there. You're there for business. That's why I was there. I do appreciate that, though. And we got to talk a little bit, so it's no big deal.
Pull this up a different way.
Unfinished has one of mine.
Yeah, he got it. The bleeder is on the bottom. I was trying to pull the picture up, but I can't find the share.
So is it a driver's side then?
What?
Did she eat another one? There's only 2 left.
I have no idea. Yeah, they had them backwards.
Hmm. Typical.
They couldn't get him to bleed out, so they said, would you bleed him out for us? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Sure. Right.
So almost on a daily, we're doing something like that. It's people try to do them themselves to save a few bucks, but
Sure. Well, it's good for people that have common sense to do that. People that don't work on anything else, other than like trying to put brakes on their car or oil changes, stay away from cars. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with taking it. I don't hate people that take their car to the dealership or somebody, but that's there for people that can't work on them and shouldn't. Like, I don't
upside
expect
down and backwards.
I don't expect an accountant to know how to rebuild a whole engine, right? Unless he's done it, on the weekend or something. But yeah, that happens way too often.
Yeah, I've common sense.
Yeah.
That is lost nowadays. That is no shit.
Yeah. Well, and really, common sense, there isn't much to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you get your thinkers and your overthinkers. So
Right. Well, that's what
and
right now I'm trying to sell parts off a truck I just got, and it's got rear-ended like really, really hard.
mhm.
I think I showed it in my last live. I actually got it and won it and brought it home today. In the pictures, you can see the bed folded up with the rear window shattered. In the pictures, I don't have
Someone messaged you about a back glass.
no bed.
Oh,
If someone says back glass, I'm gonna smack them. Like it's been really rough, and then that's why I've been out of it, because literally I've had like over 120 messages within the last 3 hours, honey. Yeah, over this one truck.
Wow.
So I've been a little
Yeah, I quit parking cars out because I'm done dealing with that kind of shit.
right.
It's hard enough to talk with customers.
I bet. Do you deal with any of the know-it-alls?
Not really much anymore. Sometimes we do. We get retired mechanics that bring
Oh,
their cars in, and
Guys that tune
typically,
the carburetors.
well, I still do. But typically, most of the time, they'll come in and say, "Hey, listen, I know how to do it. My back can't take it," or something of that matter. Or I used to work on these cars, but now this is beyond my control or my ability.
Right.
But then, if Jason's in here or not, we had a guy.
Oh.
He tore it. It was an Olds, or was it an Olds? Yeah, big body car, Olds, the luxury Oldsmobile, big Oldsmobile,
Tornado?
Delta 88.
Oh. Well,
It was
yeah.
like an 85 Delta 88 or 80,
Oh, okay.
early 80s.
Yeah.
Had the Chevy 305 in it.
You have trash in your room?
So maybe it was a 98. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But he took it apart and then decided later that his back can't take it no more.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, after he takes this car apart.
Oh.
I cannot remember his name, but he used to work there at the shop, I guess.
Oh.
So he brought it in and asked me to put it back together for him with this new motor. And I'm just like,
Ooh.
oh, okay. So, dude, I am fighting to remember where all these brackets go because he took it all apart.
Yeah.
So, it's got all the emissions. It's got 10 different pulleys on it and 4 belts.
Sure.
So it's all V belts.
It's a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. So I had to have him come in and be like, hey, you remember where this goes? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
So
I've gotten to the point to where I'm starting to turn down work. Like, it doesn't matter. I'll be, will you work on this? Brakes? Will you do, will you change this sensor? No.
So,
Not worth my time.
honestly, the only things we really turn down are Subarus and some V-dubs.
Really? That's funny. I figured those would be money makers. There are.
Some are, but most are not now.
You can't charge an arm and a leg for them?
Oh, you can, but I mean, you're beating yourself to death.
Right.
The diesels are almost throwaway cars. Seriously, I mean, you can't get them apart. Everything breaks. And then the Subarus, if it's got a valve cover leak,
No?
bad idea. All the bolts break off.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's another one of those where, we'll just wash our hands and send them somewhere else.
What I usually do is take whatever it would cost normally and triple it.
Subaru engines are your jam.
So that's how I do it. If there's something I don't want to do, or it's
Yeah.
going to make me cranky or stressed out, triple the price. That's
Well,
people
we
will go other
have
places.
so many of those valve cover studs that are the cam cap bolts
Yeah.
that it's cost a shop a bunch of money before. So we'll do tune-ups and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind easy work. Like I say that's like I'm lazy, but it's just that
Well, we do timing belts and water pumps too, but if it comes down to valve cover gaskets, I'm like, man, you're talking about older boxers. I'm talking about new boxer motors.
what?
This one's got 56 chapters.
Why would you read that? She's complaining about how many chapters this book's got, and she's like read 2 or 3 or
read
something.
One. That was the first book that I just finished.
Good God. This is why I don't read.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi.
She's why do you read?
'Cause why don't you read?
Because you're not learning anything from that
What does
book.
the
It was
Subaru
I am
do with them?
expanding my book.
Well, the Subaru parts are available to them right there. So they don't have to wait on it. They've got parts right there if they break. I, on the other hand, have to call and order it. And then I got to wait on them. So having a car sitting in my 2 bays that I use costs me money.
And that book, holy cow. Let me tell you about some. I don't even know how to word it.
God bless America.
Sexual scenes, I should say. And they don't just go turn to the next page. They describe it in every word.
Picture of the doing.
Picture of doing unhood.
I swear to
Okay.
God. I think people
So
just
I've got
like,
a 78 Buick LeSabre sitting in my other bay right now that I'm resurrecting because it's been sitting for like 22 years.
ooh,
And it's like a mint green color,
Good.
interior, exterior. It is ugly.
that's what
But-
makes it cool though, really.
But dude, it is pristine. It's got old 1998 Aqua treads on it.
That's terrifying.
But the tires are perfect. There's
Are-
not a
are they
crack
dry
one
rot?
in them. Huh?
Are they dry rot?
No, they had it towed in. The fuel pump's dead. Other things I got to fix on it, but I filled the fuel bowl in the old Q-Jet with gas and drove it in the shop. But it's got brakes. It idles. I just got to change the fuel pump and flush the gas tank out. Belts are still good.
There's you some ASMR. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yes.
Golly, this is like my phone's blowing up right now. That's ridiculous.
It really is. He's turning it off when we go to bed.
Oh, for sure.
It's like,
mine
this
goes
is the
airplane
first book
mode.
I read. I read that
That's a
one.
good book.
It's done. You read it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Go
it's
to-
dang good.
Read Darwin.
And then now I'm reading this book. This is the second book. And I have the other 3 over there. I haven't even opened this one. So
Read Darwin.
Darwin.
Yeah.
She'll read that, but she won't read a Haynes manual.
You don't read that. You study that.
Or she
So
won't
he
listen.
knows about how they go into detail on some of these sexual things. It's rough,
That's great.
don't they? Are you sure you read it?
So
Can't confirm.
my
nor
hard work
deny.
is updating computers recalls and is that the throttle body module?
Like some of those, they were rough. They were rough.
I
But
swear,
in the
people
end, he
people
gets
are
the girl.
truly morons.
In the end,
People are truly morons. Okay, I tell this guy, I can only have you at the place where the truck's at from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll go in the morning. No, I don't think you quite understood.
I will be at work in the morning.
No one will be here. I can't let you on private property. Well, there's no one here with very expensive things here.
Yeah,
Not
I've
really.
had people meet me at the shop to buy parts.
Well, I don't mind them coming. Like I give them a window and stuff. On the weekend, it's
Right.
wide open. I don't care when they come.
Right.
It could be 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, but I do work for a living.
Yeah, Tom, I just put a motor in a Durango, a 3.6. And those converter bolts suck. I forgot how much I hated those. You ever done anything like that, Dylan?
What's that?
Done any work 3.6 liter of any kind? Transmission? No. There are 6 converter bolts in this thing. So typically it's got a bolt, a 3
Right.
bolt pattern. Okay, well there's 2 now in each spot.
Why?
Yes, I don't know.
Are they big or are they like small? Maybe they tried cheaping out
They're
on bolts.
13 millimeter heads, I think, only 8 millimeter.
Normal, pretty much.
So Blake,
So like a half-inch head bolt, pretty much, basically.
yes, but there are 2 now in each spot rather than 1.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I've done transmissions in a couple Jeeps that are same way, and a couple engines, and you can't hardly get to them. They're harder than hell to get to. But yeah, I'd rather do camshafts and lifters all day rather than putting a damn motor in it.
Right. Sorry if I'm in and out. I'm messaging people back.
Dude, you're fine. I like hearing the funny parts. It's all good.
Yeah, some people are ridiculous. Like another
It's
guy
the
just
internal
asked
cell
about the
fin
bed.
on the new Wagoneers. Oh,
There's an internal cell phone? What does
yeah,
that
it's
mean?
in the center stack, I think, isn't it? The center stack, the wireless control module part.
I mean, I'm grateful that there's this many people interested because this means I'll be able to sell everything, keep the motor for myself, which I want, and not be upside down in it, or I'll make money on it. But
If you were upside down in it, that means you were having fun.
right. Whoever was in it when it got hit, they're probably not feeling good right now.
They've healed by now.
I don't know. So, well, maybe. I mean, it's been in there a month,
Yeah.
but they had some serious whiplash. That's for sure.
How stupid, a car having its own phone. Oh, dude, they've been doing it for a while.
But technically, cars have had phones way earlier than now.
Tunnel boring machine.
You're probably not old enough to remember the car phones. I'm only based on the internet, but
So the slotted bolts go in first.
But yeah, you're probably too old for that when they had phones like with the cord and everything. The big. I
You
was like
say
the
too
late.
old.
Did I?
You calling Rob old?
I meant too young. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
In my head, I knew what I meant, but it didn't come out.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down here. It's all good. So when I was a early teenager, they had the old briefcase cell phone.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah. So, and then as I was growing up, mid teenager, my dad had a corded cell phone you could plug into a cigarette lighter that you got charged per call.
Damn.
Yeah. So from that point on is when they started installing the cell phone boxes inside cars and then installing them on the consoles and shit like that. But I was still a teenager.
Yeah, I just don't know how. I guess there's too many people that I can't remember your birthday. So I know you're like 40 something, right?
Tactical ballistic missile. Yes, I'm 47.
Okay. Well, and my dad like grew up in an area where CBs were prominent. You know.
Well, see, and that's what we always had was CBs for the longest time. I even was going to put one in my damn Camaro over at one point, and then I'm like, strong pass.
I can't remember what president, but it's a president's version. Like it's named after a president, and it's like a high-end CB radio. And I gave a buddy of mine $10 before he strapped the truck to take it.
Yeah. Unfinished. My parents had a bag phone that charged like that. Yeah. That same thing. It was a brick, but it was in a bag. But yes. You were shitting in high cotton if you had that phone in a bag.
Right. Make sure I told this guy.
But see, in my late teen years, our thing was pagers. We were hot shit if we had a pager.
Right.
So
Pagers are interesting.
unfinished. I had a CB. I'd have another if I had someone to chat with. The problem with the CBs is you can only talk for so far, so many miles, and then the signal's dead. And if you got to compete with any hills or mountains,
Right.
Anything like that, you're done.
That's when you start getting into like ham radios and stuff.
Yes, it actually uses satellite.
Right.
So,
but I always thought you could probably boost the signal.
Well, that's called a linear, and those are illegal by the Air Force Base. It's a linear amplifier, and they will nail your ass to a wall.
Really? Okay. Don't buy them.
We found out because of my uncle. He had some crazy 1,500 watt linear that he could hear the Air Force Base conversations when he would key up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Imagine living that close to Area 51 and hearing alien noises.
Well, and the problem was they had their secret channels.
Right.
Linears are illegal everywhere. Oh, they are illegal everywhere, but you have to be caught first when it becomes illegal.
But I mean, me and our buddies thought about if we ever went on like a road trip or if we went racing all together in a convoy using walkie-talkies.
Hell yes.
And they're like,
me and Jason have some.
They'll rate like 50-mile range. I'm like, we'll only be, a few miles or less.
Flat ground.
Still, though, even with hills, that's only. Well, usually when you're in a convoy, you're all together.
Together, yes.
But
if you got separated at that hill in Missouri,
what hill?
That on the highway.
I don't
You
know
know, where
what.
you go up really freaking high as you're heading into Illinois, I believe.
She'll have to remind me because I don't
It's
remember
before the
that.
bridge,
Okay.
but it's a super high hill. It's the only hill on the way there
I don't
or
remember.
leaving. Yeah.
Well, which way
So
did
if
you
you
guys
two were on
come?
the either side of the hill, you wouldn't hear each other. It would be static.
Okay. Because I go down by like Calvert City, Kentucky, like down near
Oh, you
Paducah.
bypassed it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well,
See, me and
if
Jason, we come through Indiana, Illinois, into Missouri.
oh, okay.
We hit like the bottom corner of Illinois.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't ever touch Illinois. We're in Kentucky for I
A long
think it's
time.
4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there was a resort, a lake resort right there in the edge of Illinois. It is badass.
I believe that.
If it wasn't for the fact that it was 5 hours away, I would love to take my bass boat out there.
5 hours. Yeah, that's why I want it to be in Sykeston, but at the same time I want it to be closer.
I know, me too.
Like I know it makes it further for people on the West Coast, but man, that 6-hour drive is nuts.
Telematics box module. Yeah. I've got one of those in my damn Silverado too.
What is that? Telematics box module.
It's for cell phone service, Wi-Fi, and for navigation and stuff.
Yeah, I would. So, do you think it's possible to have Wi-Fi in a car
Oh yeah, they do it.
cheaply?
No, you got to pay for it. No, what is it? OnStar no longer provides anything for them now.
Well, I was thinking putting it in something old.
Oh, why not? They have aftermarket stuff you can put in there.
That's what I mean. Like, because I just don't
But
want
you've
to have.
also got a hotspot on your cell phone too.
Right, I guess. True.
If no names could have several regional events.
Yeah.
What is so funny about 6 hours, Blake? How far are you driving?
I know, I'm a wimp. But see, here's the deal. It's me driving. I don't have a second driver.
Well, I drove all the way there the first time, and I'll end up doing it another time because, we'll be driving two different vehicles. But
Right.
I just, I got on that kick and I drove the whole freaking way there. Ended up driving all the way back too.
Yeah,
But we hurried on the way back because Dad was in the hospital.
Oh. We ended up excuse me. We left Sykeston the first year. I think it's 7. I think that's right. And driving home was horrible. I was like almost passing out by the time we got home.
No, we ended up leaving at like 7 a.m. to head back home.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
We left Saturday night.
Oh,
Both
no.
times
Wait.
now. Because we drove, and the only reason I remember this for the first year was because we got about halfway home and the red truck started knocking or ticking.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Not good." That's all I can say.
If we're home, it doesn't matter.
And so we pull off to the side. Well, actually, I actually ran it ticking for like a mile or two to get to an
Mhm.
exit. Rolled up on the exit.
Rolled into an abandoned gas station.
Right. It was an abandoned gas station, so nothing around.
We gonna die.
one itty bitty like incandescent light on the top of us, whatever, and no oil,
None. What?
like dry dipstick.
Oh shit!
Well, luckily, I brought a lot of oil with me, so.
What was I supposed to remind you of?
Oh, did we hit any hills on the way to No Name Nationals? I don't remember any like steep hills. But he
You
goes
bypassed it because
he
this
goes
this
through
is
Indiana and Illinois. We go through Kentucky. That's what I thought. But we still go through.
I mean, there's that big hill, like going after you cross the bridge, going up that.
dang Blake.
And then
You're my hero. I couldn't do it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-uh.
Like you get over the bridge and you can either turn right and go to Carrollton, or you go straight up and then you go to Love's.
Oh,
That's
that's
bridge.
not a hill.
Well, look, that's a hill to me. Okay.
Well, what I'm talking about is you're
And then
getting.
we got all the curvy.
It's just before you enter Illinois, from where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We drive through a bit of freaking Kentucky.
Blake, just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's all I can say about that.
Like I said, he's my hero. I can't.
I
do
don't.
it.
For work, anything over 10 hours, I'm not driving.
Oh, and then
I don't like going anywhere more than longer than 2 hours.
Right.
And then this morning, he's gonna get a shower at 5 o'clock. I said, "Yeah, right. You'll reset that." He goes, "No." Resets it at 5:30.
Yeah, I was going to get up. I was going to get up, exercise, and then get a shower, and then I'd get
That's
ready for
right.
my doctor's appointment. And
he did
I did
not do
neither of
that.
those.
He showered, but he did not exercise.
Well, yeah. But I got up later.
So then it was like 5:30. He goes, "Did you shower first?" And then we went outside.
Yeah.
So he showers, and then we go outside to hook the gooseneck up to the stinking truck that we didn't do the night before. Why? I don't know.
20
When it was
minutes
dry.
is the limit.
So it's at 6 o'clock in the freaking morning, and I'm up with my flashlight, like trying to get him lined up as the best I can in the stinking dark and pouring down rain.
It's pouring rain.
He moves his Duramax to get his dad's truck
Oh,
out,
God.
and he starts it, and all I see is just like smoke rolling from a wire, and I'm like,
The new truck, my truck. Not,
what is going on? This light gets bright,
Fantastic.
and it goes pow, and I'm like, oh my God.
the bulb blew.
Yeah. He opens the door and he goes, "What was that noise?" And I said, "You lost a bulb."
Top
And then-
speed was 35 this morning, huh? Oh, you got a bunch of snow, didn't you?
Ew.
We got
That's-
rain all day long.
I was actually up near you.
It rained all.
Oh,
I
We
was,
went back to Copart.
yeah, in Moraine.
yeah.
It rained all.
Yeah, you're about 20 minutes from me.
Oh, okay.
It rained all day.
When
It
I have more
hasn't
time,
stopped.
maybe I'll stop by, message you and stop by.
You were really close to Jason.
Really?
Yeah. He's probably 10 minutes from you. 5. He was in Miamisburg. So actually you were only about about 5 minute, well, maybe 7-8 minute drive from him.
Anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's pretty much the only place over there we go to. Copart.
You
well,
go to.
you know what I mean.
I have not
I
been
know what
there,
I meant.
and I don't plan on going.
Holy shit, Blake.
We got 13 inches. It's going to snow for 2 more days. Holy cow.
Keep that shit.
No kidding. Well, I'm going to
I love
Florida.
you, dude. I'm
for-
sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
against you. You can
He's
keep
going
it.
to Florida.
Speaking of that, I need to message NSB Customs to
Be like, "Hey, I'm going to be in Florida. I'm 10 minutes from Disneyland."
the hotel I stayed at last time. Literally, when I walk in. Okay, so
NSB's in Florida?
yeah,
Holy smokes.
New Smyrna Beach or something like that.
Whatever NSB means. That's where they're from.
But I get to the hotel and I'm in work clothes, and when
By yourself, mind him. No kids, not me.
Yes,
nobody.
Shane, I do too. I like it on Christmas. The rest of it can go somewhere else.
I don't even like it then.
Well, I don't mind driving in it. I just don't like driving in it every day.
I ain't driving on it, period.
I like messing around in it, but driving on it with other people, not a thing. Not a chance.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you turn into the driveway. His first thing is that dang e-brake, and then we're going in sideways. I'm like, doing time.
It's
But
parking with
anymore, it's
style.
anytime if he touches the dang e-brake, I'm like, stop. But anyway, you get to your hotel and work close.
Oh yeah, and he goes, would you like the complimentary shuttle pass? And I'm like, for what? He goes to Disneyland. I'm like,
You get a free
dude, I'm here
shuttle.
for work.
Get a free shuttle to go to Disneyland.
I'm not gonna go to
By himself.
Disneyland.
You want to go play with the Disney princesses?
Sure. Go to Legoland.
Slideways everywhere. That's right.
That's right.
No.
What tools do you guys use?
Hello,
in the
Dr.
shop?
Art.
Hello,
How goes it, dude?
Hey, there's the doctor. He got a new phone
Did
or a
he?
new number. I'm not 100% sure.
Probably all of the above.
Because I bought. Well, you can't see it. There you go.
Yeah.
Like, who needs any more impacts or drill
I
drivers?
use Milwaukee
Whatever.
most of the time, but honestly, I wanted the shop vac from him,
And we got that too.
and I got this too for free. So,
Cool.
but
Free is always good.
well, yeah.
But do you honestly get it for free though? Like, did you?
This
look
is
at
what
the
I'm really
receipt?
excited about.
No.
I've heard really good about this, and if that's good, then I'll give my Milwaukee away because they're expensive.
Yeah, I never bought Milwaukee. I've always bought. Well, I bought Snap-on, which is really expensive. But
Them's expensive.
Snap-on's way out of my league.
well,
always
I had
Snap-on.
the Ingersoll wireless cordless stuff,
Oh,
and
it's
then
not bad.
oh no, it worked good up until the micro lithium stuff came out from Snap-on, and it took over.
Hmm.
But he gave me a hella deal on trade-in.
Oh, that's
So
good.
the cool thing is when you have a broken one, it only costs you $100 to send it in to fix it if it's out of warranty. No matter what's wrong with it.
Oh,
And typically, 9 times out of 10, you get a brand new updated model.
is he asking you that or me about the 4K
Oh,
watch hours? I would say
how close are you to 4K? No, I'm not. I only hit about 1200.
Yeah, it's about where Dylan's at.
I'm at 1,094.
Just kidding.
Well, no, I was talking about my normal watch hours is like crazy, but for being monetized or your those hours, Rob got that Snap-on bag phone type money. No, Rob pays payments.
Anytime we see a Snap-on truck
Oh.
go through town, he's always like,
Dude, I've got him down to $3,000. I'm happy about that.
I don't mind. I don't mind tow trucks, and they're probably got a place in this world. But some of the prices make me want to cry. Like I'm just
My
imagining-
problem is durability.
You think?
Yes. Well, DeWalt's, I kill them.
trash.
Really?
Yep. So I use them at home because I don't use them very often. The Milwaukee 1/4-inch gun, my buddy at the shop has. Every time he turns around, something's breaking on it.
1/4 inch. So you got a 1/4 inch impact for.
Oh, dude, typically we're taking parts off that are 10 millimeter nuts.
Right.
So we're constantly buzzing these little nuts and bolts. So it always breaks.
Man, I'm a Milwaukee fan. I have abused mine. I mean, literally my 1/2 inch impact has been outside. 4
Not the
times in
1/2
the
inch.
rain.
Not the 1/2 inch.
Oh, okay.
My
So
1/2
that's
inch is a beast and it's never broke. Now, if you jinx me,
Hey, I've had no problems, and mine's been rained on, and so is my brother's.
but all my other stuff is fine. Works great. Even my 1/4 inch ratchet. I broke the anvil once, but that was my fault. But
That's probably going
all
to
my
happen no
other
matter what.
dude, my 1/4 inch Snap-on gun.
Yeah. I just don't use a 1/4 inch, I guess. in everyday use, I guess.
Going to
Well, that's
bed,
my
night, y'all.
go-to.
Good night.
See you, Brooke. Good night.
Holy crap!
Shane, I love my Snap-on gun. I go crazy without it.
How
But
do I respond to this?
I had I had to go about a week without my 1/4-inch gun once
Mm-hmm.
because my trigger went bad. I took it apart and cleaned it, put it back together, and it worked for a day.
Nice.
So Snap-on finally showed up with a loaner for me to use until mine got back.
Right.
And then I got a brand new, updated 1/4-inch gun.
That's right. Where's your paper?
Damn it. I was hoping, of course, Wilburn would be the one to notice. I haven't got there yet. I'm working on it. Between being sick and taking care of my brats and everything else, I ain't time to go to the damn store yet.
Hey, John, did you see the new incumbent? His photo? He'll know what I'm talking about.
What, my thumbnail?
No, it's another person.
Oh, okay.
He's got a picture in a suit and everything, and it's a whole story that
Oh,
doesn't need to. It's not important. It just made me laugh because we had the conversation the other day.
gotcha.
I'll take both front seats. Yeah, he'll take them when you show up with cash.
Yeah, if he shows up.
Ain't no shit.
I parted out a Honda Civic years ago, and it was the same way.
Dude, I've held one thing for one person, and after regretting that, I won't do it again. Unless if they pay half the amount of what it's worth, with what I'm selling it for, I will hold it. Obviously, that means they're
Man,
good.
I've
And
been
it's
looking for an
non-refundable.
inversion table.
What's that?
An inversion table.
What's that?
You don't know what that is?
I don't think so.
So you strap your feet to it, and then you slowly roll backwards and hang
Oh.
from it. It
Okay,
stretches your
yeah.
back out.
Yeah.
So I got on Marketplace, and I found a couple. Well, I messaged First Lady. She said, sorry, it's missing this thing. We're not going to sell it right now. I'm like, cool. Okay. Found another one. Guy won't answer me. So I found another one. It's $100. It's used, whatever. Rotisserie. Yeah. Same thing. So
I don't know
I
what they're called.
messaged him and I got blocked. I'm like, what the fuck?
Unfinished has it right. Selling anything on Marketplace sucks.
Yeah. So I said, screw it. I just ordered one on fucking Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow.
I've noticed anything under $50, I just buy new. Because I know
Oh,
I'm going to
no.
hassle.
New, they're anywhere from like 180 to 250 to $500.
Well, I'm saying like if it's like you said on the internet on Marketplace for $100, and I can pay 180 for a new one or 250.
Yeah.
I'm paying for a new one. I'm not
Well, I
messing
mean,
with
these
the
people are
idiots on
selling for
Facebook.
like $30 and $50 for these used,
Oh.
inversion tables. And I'm thinking, hell yeah. It's
Right.
right up the road. I'll go pick it up real quick. Yeah. Backfire. Human rotisserie.
Yeah.
If you guys ain't ever used one, you need to. Oh,
Professor Pete, there are several people that need to be put on one of those rotisseries and lit a fire under. I'm just saying. And we all know exactly the first one that probably comes to mind. And he's tripped on airplane steps.
what's up, Doc?
What's happening? I got it.
Talking about human rotisseries at the moment.
Okay. Do I sound okay or I sound like a robot because this laptop?
Yeah, you sound like you're in a tin can.
All right, let me switch. Yeah, this laptop I had to. Well, like Levi was saying earlier, I got a new phone number because I retired from my job on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, it's just for when you're. I'm 56, so anytime you're over hang on. Anytime
over 55, you want to quit your job, you just say, I want to retire. And then they shouldn't. And then they give you benefits and, access to the police cars and facilities and stuff like that for life. So it works out pretty good. And they have to pay you out for
So
your
what are you going to
vacation.
do?
I have handfuls of standing offers I've had over the years. So, but for a while, I'm just going to not do nothing.
Oh, I can dig that completely. But
No kidding.
gotta have a backup. That's what I was asking.
Well, yeah, and it's like I've been in automotive retail, in automotive all my life. If I can walk in anywhere, so
Oh, I dig it.
I'm
That's
not worried
cool,
about
though.
it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But yeah, and I've been working since I was 13, so I've
Yeah,
managed to
same.
save a nickel here, a nickel there. So I'm in pretty good shape. So I don't
same.
needed a break, so I took one.
Yeah, my 401k, I juggled between a lot of different places, and it actually sat dormant for a little while, and someone stole it.
What?
Yeah. When I was at Beaver Creek Auto Service with Jason,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have 401k, so I went to. You can link it to your bank or something like that to where you could actually still put money in it and it's still
Have it borrowed
gain.
against it and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it disappeared. So it was missing for about 6 years. And I still had my last statement from it on, it had $16,000 in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to AAA and they're asking me about my 401k. And I'm like, I have one already, but I'm trying to find it. They spent 70 man hours, almost 2 weeks, and found it, but they still have like $6,000 that's unaccounted for.
So Jason went into your account and took all your money.
He's got a bigger retirement now.
He's like, I just found $16,000. This is great.
That's probably why he kept on buying me shit. He felt
Yeah.
guilty.
He felt sorry. Here, here's a beer. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan-
here's lunch.
Yeah.
Dan is
damn it.
smart. Dan is very smart.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've got a little bit of retirement, but
Mhm.
I got
when
Well, I've
when Rona hit, everybody
Mhm.
closed out their 401k because everybody got scared.
yeah,
I didn't.
bad idea. I lived 2008 was rough, but I
never
learned a
jump
lot.
off the roller coaster. That's how
Yeah.
you get hurt.
But the cool thing about lockdown, everything, the price of everything took a dive. So the money you're putting in, you're actually buying more. You just had to wait.
Yep.
And
I have
then it
actually,
came up.
I came out ahead because they actually gave us more for not closing it out as a incentive.
Mhm.
I came out about, I don't know, it was only about $1,700 or ish more.
Still free money.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So I'm okay with that.
I like
Mhm.
the places that match your contributions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
most of the
AAA
places I
does it.
worked to did. I mean, their employee contribution was awesome, and
Mhm.
fortunately, I've had to move all over the country and do this and that. But I was fortunate, to make some good loot on a couple of houses and stuff like that, and didn't go, go yeah, go. Well, I didn't go crazy. Let's put it that way. So
Man, my credit
So
card.
what-
Go ahead.
What do you plan on doing now? Are you sticking with the go-kart thing for a little bit, or are you starting another project?
I've been looking. I spent the last couple days just looking for like really anything that's not a complete rusty piece of shit. That's not $5,000.
Good luck.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, you can't even find like a freaking Ford Taurus that's decent under 200,000 miles. It's not all rust. So it's rough. I'll find stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
There's
got
deals out there.
yeah, and then it's been cold here, and I just had a bunch of stuff to go through the last few weeks and stuff like that. So I hadn't even been out in the garage. I went out there on Sunday because I got to do a header gasket on the Ranger, and I finally got the header gasket and went out there, turned the heater on, ran the Ranger up on the lift, looked underneath it, and went, nope, went back in the house.
Nah.
You didn't use silicone?
Hmm?
My header gaskets are silicone.
Well, mine, the one on the log side is fine, but on the driver's side is like a Sanderson block hugger header that I had to cut up and things like that. So it probably gets warped a little. So I bought one of the big Rimflex gaskets for it. It'll be fine. But I just was like, not into it. No. Probably get next week.
On my next LS build, I'll be doing O-rings for the headers.
Oh, okay.
I've seen them
The
in
metal
person,
O-rings. Yeah.
and I think they would be really nice.
Yeah, if I was running a stock manifold or anything else besides that Sanderson, because that flange is pretty thin, then it'd have been fine, but it's ticking, so I'll fix that.
Is that the Rimflex, the copper ones?
They're the big, thick ones. They're like
Yeah, I've
they
seen
stick,
those.
yeah.
I've not got a set yet.
They
I got
work
those.
actually, they work really well.
I got a set of the dead soft aluminum
Mhm.
that I've been using, and I've not had to take them off yet. And I heard once you take them off is when they go to shit.
Yeah. So,
But my bolts keep backing out.
No, no, I blew Loctite everything that I touch. I don't care,
Just
everything.
melt them on.
Yeah, just hit the bottom 4 threads, a little blue Loctite, and zip, zip, zip. Use that magic glue on everything. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to try that. I've never
Yeah.
tried it on my header bolts.
Yeah, and then the Falcon I just need to finish the paint on it. It's too cold for that, so that just still sits. So maybe I'll get motivated next week or this week. Yeah.
To be honest, I half expected you to do a Jeep, just because everybody else's what they have done has gone to the Jeep thing.
I don't know. I've mentally, a Jeep would be cool, but I've owned a couple CJs and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they're just the most miserable fucking thing to drive.
And you're 100% fucking right. You're 100% right. I work on them and do alignments on them, and I think the same thing. Like, how can
They're
you
miserable.
drive this every day?
The CJs, YJs, whatever J thing they are, they don't get any
And if
better.
I had one, I couldn't jack it up, because the second you do, you change the geometry and they
You
drive
change
like
everything. Right, and there's enough. Now I've had a bunch of full size, 3rd gen Broncos and stuff like that, which I loved, which are all jacked up and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I'd do another one of them. But no, I wouldn't do a Jeep. I want what I really want is I want a 71 or 72 El Camino.
shit. That'd be cool.
I had the last, because I've probably had 10 El Caminos.
Yeah.
I like that 71 or a 64, 65 because they're square. Because way
Yeah.
back when I lived out in California, I had a 65, the square one, and it was lowered on rallies and it was painted at teal. It was tinted windows and stuff like that. It's a beautiful little truck. It was just like a little 283 two barrel with a power glide and glass packs, but it was just a cool looking.
I miss my 283. That was such a good motor.
And then I don't know.
Put the phone down.
We'll see what happens. I want to do a with the blue electric go-kart. Once it warms up enough here, we can do a race with Tony. I want to take that all apart. I want to put 2 gas engines on the back of it. Because my little red one that Tillotson, pretty cheaply you can make it about 14 horse and it'll do like 11,000 RPM. I want 2 of those on the back.
Yeah, that'd
torque
be
converters.
strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that when does burnouts and wheelies and everything like that. So.
Yeah.
You're
Do you have a harness and a roll bar and everything on it?
Fuck no.
Oh man.
Do you
No,
wear
I
a
just-
Bramage, here we
buckle
come.
No, just make them wide enough so they don't tip over. Yeah, I'm an inch off the
Well-
ground, and if it's 4.5 feet wide on 8-inch tires, it's not going to tip over.
I keep remembering
backwards,
my
yeah, we
go-kart my go-kart was this high off the ground.
Yeah,
So it wasn't top heavy, but man, I put it up on 2 wheels a few times.
hmm Yeah, good.
That
No,
was major pucker factor.
Make them a little bit too wide. So
Yeah. Well, I did it almost like a dragster. I had skinnies on the front, big fat lawnmower tires on the back just for the
Yeah.
look.
mhm.
And I mean, it'd still do 30 mile an hour, but I would try and drift it and forgot I had big tires on the back.
Yeah, big fat ones that'll roll over and well.
Yep.
mhm. So
I
So
wish you had
I'm
that on
kind of glad I
video.
got rid of that. Oh,
Mhm.
dude, that was before I'd have to have a film crew behind me to film it back then.
I wish there was video from the time I was about 13.
Jesus.
Because I'd be a
I
YouTube. I'd be a
don't.
YouTube. I'd be a YouTube. I'd be in jail, but I'd be a YouTube millionaire from all the
Yeah,
from all the
I-
bullshit we did and all the cars we wrecked and you know, riding through ditches, going through swamps, and you know,
I
Throwing
took
beer
my
cans out
Camaro
the
through a
window.
cornfield
Woo!
once by accident.
yeah,
That was no fun. But that was before, cell phones and shit, which I'm
Yeah.
glad.
I had a buddy whose parents owned a farm, like a dirt farm, corn and things like that, and
Hmm.
he thought he was in high school and he thought he'd be real slick and take this chick back into the cornfield in the Suburban, so and this is 84, so there's no phones, there's no nothing, you're walking, right? He gets back there and in the mud. So he's got this 16-year-old chick that's probably going to be home in an hour.
Gotta
And then
make
he's
that
got-
awful
and
phone
it-
call.
And this was like a field that they rented, which was a good 6-7 miles from the house.
Ooh.
So yeah, he said he had a good time. And
That's
he had to
gonna be
explain to
rough.
his dad what he's doing back there in the cornfield, fucking up his cornfield with his dad's Suburban with this chick that was supposed to be home, by 9 o'clock or whatever, and it's 11:30 at night, and
I would say there was no second date.
yeah. So just stuff like that,
Man.
it's-
It's stuff that don't
I
happen
don't think I
anymore.
ever tried
Yeah.
anything like that.
mhm.
I always kept it close and convenient.
we ramped cars, we mudded. I mean, what I drove to school was a Honda Civic, so like we didn't really do a whole lot, as far as performance stuff, but
Mhm.
doing stupid ramps and hill hopping and driving fast with what you have.
We bent a Subaru in half and it still drove.
That's fun.
My
It
friend had a
was.
Volkswagen Rabbit that was so rusty. Every time you shifted gears, it did this. Little car.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, yeah. The last day of high school, it was raining, and everyone's
Ooh,
leaving on
yeah.
their last day. But we decided all as a group to do donuts through the entire football field and just tear up the entire all the
That
sod
makes
and everything
me
like
happy.
that. And we got some phone calls after that. We just because it was raining, but so by the time I drive home, the car was clean.
Yeah, we had planned on doing that my last day of school, but they had actually called the police department because someone squealed.
Yeah,
So we paid visit to their house rather than the football field.
yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to do that.
Yeah, so
No, but it would have been. Yeah, well, it's-
You guys had a lot of cool stuff back then. We all had just like druggies and like people painted stuff and just
well, back when I'll speak for myself because I think I'm a little older than Rob, but if you were 16 years old in 1984 or 5, a muscle car from the
Oh,
60s
9.
was $500 because nobody wanted them.
Yeah.
My first
Well,
car was
even when I started driving, you could still get an old Coronet for even $300.
right.
It had a 318 that would smoke the tire for a mile and a half.
hmm
So
No, my
I mean,
first
I only
car-
paid $600 for my Camaro.
Right. I had a 68 Galaxy XL convertible, so highway headlights, convertible and everything like that. It was rusty because it was in Wisconsin, but yeah, that was like $400 or $500, with a 390 and an automatic, and it's the same thing. It would just annihilate tires. do a single wheel peel for a block and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, my
You know,
Camaro,
that's-
that's
but
what my
that's-
Camaro did. It was funny.
And then you got to
Forever.
there was no big fat radial tires back then. There was nothing. It was I consider it primitive.
In
That's it.
50s.
Yeah, exactly. And you're a high school kid, you can't afford it. So what you do, you just go buy used tires and you slap them on, burn them off, and go get some more used tires for $10.
So, you ever hear of a place called Super Shops?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So, our brother Jeremy worked for Super Shops up the road from us.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an old 76 Grand Prix that had 400 in it.
Mm-hmm.
And every chance I got, I went by and took all the 275, 60, 15 used that he had because I burned them off the car.
Because Dylan, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you'd walk into Super Shops and it's a big place, but
Yeah.
it would just be tires, rows and rows and rows and rows of tires. Then you
And
go up to the
wheels.
counter. Yeah. Then you go up to the counter and get your parts. So you had to walk through every tire. So everybody brought their tires there, their BFGs with the white letters and stuff like that.
Yep.
So same thing. If you had a buddy that worked there, they're peeling off, tires that still got life in them. You're like, cool. $5 gets you, 4 tires. A 6-pack of beer gets you 4 tires. Whatever for your buddy.
Mhm.
I wish more places like that existed.
Yeah, that no. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these guys use tires these days for a 205 50 15 or even a
Mhm.
65 15 like would come on a Ranger.
Yeah.
They want $75 for a used tire.
Right.
$75.
Used tires should be $5.
Yeah. 15 if it's really nice.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's $5, and you throw it on and you burn
Yeah.
it off and you go get some more. Yeah.
They had a set of the guy that comes up and picks up our used tires. I
Mhm.
had him get a set of 275 60s from his guy for a buddy of mine for his Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
$150.
Jeez.
I told him he was out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I paid.
I mean, $210 would have 2 brand new tires.
Yeah.
From our local junkyard, I paid $170 for 4 wheels and 4 tires for a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Yeah. For little tiny
That's
wheels.
not bad.
Yeah.
No, but they
That's
were
not
brand
hateful.
new. Not Firestone. Well, no, they may have been Firestones. Like the car had been wrecked, but it had brand new wheels and tires on it.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
first day with the new tires and they hit the pole. Yeah.
So I'm like, I seen that and I'm like, I'm taking them. I didn't
Hey,
care.
watch this.
Yeah. You know how fast my Civic is with the new tires. Yeah.
You know what's sad is I
So-
only ever got to put one on it before it broke down, and
Oh,
I never
God.
did fix it.
Mm.
Sounds like those wheels and tires might be cursed.
It was time. I mean, I had beat it for. Well, I had it in 2016, and I sold it 2 years ago. So,
So you got your use out of it.
but oh yeah, and it had a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
You got any grandbabies, Dr. Art?
No, not yet. No, my one daughter just got married a few months ago, so
Okay.
we're like, come on, what's the holdup? Yeah.
I got 4.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm waiting for my oldest to get old enough to where I can take her to the track with me. Right now, she don't like loud noises at the moment.
Oh, okay.
She's only 8 and she doesn't
Mhm.
like it yet.
She will. Just tell her there's hot dogs there and give her, some
Yeah,
earmuffs and stuff like that. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. When I go with Grampy Rob, we get hot dogs and yeah.
Well, all my kids, all my girls, they'll sit in the passenger seat of my car and I can take them for a drive and they love it.
Mm.
But yeah,
Hey.
grandbabies ain't feeling it yet.
You see my message?
Oh, okay.
Go look. It's exciting. It's exciting news.
So what's your okay? Let's go way deep off the continent here and stuff like that. What's your take on the 10-foot aliens in Miami?
What?
Sorry?
Oh, you haven't been watching the news?
I
I've
don't
never
watch
watched
the
the news.
Oh, it's all over like YouTube and stuff like that. There was some supposed 10-foot aliens walking around the mall in Miami and stuff like that. But if you haven't followed it, it's
Was it like a gag or something?
this is what we're going to talk about, because I think it's some kind of, there's going to be some kind of,
Alien Miami Mall, 10-foot alien outside mall in Miami.
Oh yeah,
There's like 20 cop cars.
they had every cop car in Miami at the mall, which they initially said it was for like a gang fight, because they didn't want to say what the secondary cause was. But then they got people there like, yeah, we ran out of the store and there was 3 10-foot tall aliens walking along the outside of the mall, scaring the shit out of everybody.
Well, anything
Dan, the
10
news
foot
is
tall,
bad for your health.
right?
Mhm.
To me, anything 10 foot tall walking towards me is not exactly comforting, but
I don't know. Maybe they were just looking for people to party with. Who knows? They're in Miami.
you see it? It's back up for sale.
Miami police debunk rumor of alien in the mall.
Yeah.
I know.
Then they go way deep, because if
There isn't one.
Big ass barn.
There is none.
during
It's
during this whole thing, when they're at the mall, for some reason there was no air traffic around the Miami airport at all for like an hour, which is weird. And if you take the longitude and latitude of, because this mall is right by the Miami airport,
Mm-hmm.
and flip the longitude and latitude, it points you to a spot in Antarctica, and that's where the alien bases are.
Oh,
supposed to be,
nice.
Antarctica. Yeah, so it goes way deep. It's crazy, yeah. But I think it's just like some kind of distraction, just like H.G. Wells did War of the Worlds on the radio and scared the shit out of everybody from a radio show. I think they're doing the same thing, but on the television, so they can, like, oh, the aliens are here, we can't have an election, hang Biden forever,
Yeah, that was they did that alien invasion thing way back then, and it was about the same time as the elections, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's too many conspiracy theorists these days that they can't get away with it now.
Right.
They're going to call them out really quick.
Mhm.
Some of those conspiracy theorists drive me crazy.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It is. It's funny as hell, but
Mm,
where the hell do they pull this shit out of?
yeah.
Where are they getting
Probably-
their information?
It's probably half truth and something off the internet, and somebody said something, or they just were like, here, let's make some shit up and let's see what we can.
Yeah, I'm close to that theory there too.
So, I don't know. I've had time to look at YouTube the last few days, so,
Well, between my kids and being sick and me being sick and my kid being in the hospital, I missed like 3 weeks of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
My first week back, I was like lost. I almost forgot how to set up a freaking StreamYard, everything.
Yeah.
They've got
It
all
gets
the
away.
aliens they need, just a different kind of alien. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure he does down there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been trying to finish my door panels for my car since November. And I pulled a muscle in my shoulder blade, and then Ashley was in the hospital, and that was a fiasco.
Hmm.
And then she gets out, and then everybody gets sick. And then everybody calls me, and I'm like, okay, hold on a minute.
What do you want me to do? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just recently got over being sick this weekend. I'm just now at the bottom side of that.
Yeah.
I
A lot
still
of
got
people.
a little bit of a cough.
A lot of people in the up north area were all sick the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Those cold fronts come down, they got all that moose poop in the air. Breathe all that in, all that air come down from Canada, and you just get sick.
Oh man, Saturday it felt like I swallowed a damn rat or porcupine. I mean, it was bad.
We don't get it too bad here. When I lived in Texas, we would get it like in November when you get those big cold waves. November, everybody got sick from the
Yeah,
whatever was in the air. I mean, bad. I remember those were bad, but here's
I
pretty
typically
good.
I don't get sick.
Yeah.
Last time I was sick was in 21. We all had Rona.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I ever caught it. And God, that sucked. That worst damn headache I ever had.
Yeah, I had it a couple times, I think, and it was just like, bleh.
Dude, I'm telling you what, I was ready to shoot myself with how bad my head was hurting.
Yeah. Well, I get headaches all the time anyway, so I'm kind of used to it.
You know, the only thing that helped my headache was whiskey.
Really?
I tried everything. They tried to get me to go down and get the infusion done,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, nah.
Oh, the vitamin infusions are great.
Yeah, I just took a couple shots of Crown, and I was good.
Oh, and your head was happy, and it's like, oh, okay, I can sleep now.
Oh yeah, I felt no pain.
We were down in Charleston, and we're staying at this Marriott. We're sitting at this bar, and these people come next to us, and they order some drinks, and it's kind of funky looking and stuff like that. And we get to talking to them. They're making down there what they call a Washington Key, and it's
Mhm.
apple Crown and cranberry juice, and it's fantastic.
Had it
I was like, oh, those could be dangerous.
very.
Because I like Crown to start with, but an apple Crown with that cranberry is just like, oh, this is
Well,
cool.
during
This is
Christmas,
this is Kool-Aid. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Well, during Christmas they have the caramel Crown.
Mhm.
So you do the caramel Crown, the apple, and a little bit of cinnamon,
Mhm.
and it's a game changer.
Oh, okay. Really? Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's only during Christmas. It doesn't last very long.
Oh, okay.
My brother Jeremy came over here for Christmas, and he stayed actually Christmas. And he ended up staying the night because we had too many Crowns.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink a lot, but I tried one of them, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Well, I typically don't drink all that hard liquor stuff. I'll have a
Mhm.
beer,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
I can't. I occasionally have a Corona, but most beer I'll have one, and I'll have a headache for 2 days. It's just whatever is in it. Just
No shit.
yeah. I mean,
That
that's why I don't.
sucks.
That's well, and it got that way when I was about 35.
Hmm.
It's just especially like a Budweiser. Oh, fuck, I'm done after 2 sips out of a Bud, and just headache.
Nope.
Just
I was the same way, but that was only out of a can.
mm-hmm.
But Miller Lite or Corona, something like that, don't bug
Yeah,
me
I don't know
whatsoever.
from. And when I did drink, I drank a lot of vodka lemonades. Woo. and not in a little
Citron.
Yeah, absolute citron, but or Grey Goose, but and I didn't have them in a little tumbler. I had them in like a beer mug,
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you have a couple of them, you're good. Or a 7 and 7, I like too.
Yeah, those are not bad.
Yeah. If
All
you have
right,
7 and
gentlemen.
7s and you drink 7 of those, that means you're at 49, and it means you're
Smoked.
just shit faced. So
I'm gonna head out for the night so I can wake up in the morning.
All right, dude. Take it easy.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
Y'all have a good night.
See you,
See everyone in the chat.
We call Budweiser Skull Cracker.
Skull
Yeah.
Cracker. Yeah, exactly. Shane's got it. Yep.
Old Dan drank 5 16-ounce Coors Light. I like a nice cold Coors.
My wife likes the Coors Light.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, They used to make something called Miller Ice House. Way back
I don't
when.
know if I've seen that one.
And then that wouldn't give me a headache. But most of all the other beer stuff done, so I would drink a few of those. I don't even know if they make it anymore.
I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was, I'd lived in Milwaukee, so
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember way back they had the Miller Genuine Draft, and
Mm-hmm.
my buddy's dad would drink that, so we would steal a couple of his and drink them.
Mm-hmm.
But that was pretty much, my grandpa had the little Mickeys.
Oh, the Mickey's Big Mouth, those are
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Man, that would mess us up so bad.
I had a guy I worked for, and that we'd go out with, and he would be like, "Well, if we're going out later, here we have to drink the 6-pack of these before we get to the bar."
Oh, God.
Okay,
Those things were potent.
crank them down in the car. You just because they just it's a Big Mouth, they just flow down.
Yep. Really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
He liked
Trying to
Mickey's Big
remember.
Mouth and Red Stripe for some reason, because I think he went to Jamaica once.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one.
Red Stripe,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Jason would probably know more than I would. He's explored a whole lot more of that shit than I ever have.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the regular old boring
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll go to the bar every once in a while and drink a few.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I went out with him on St. Patrick's Day, I don't remember getting home.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I didn't drive home. My niece did.
Oh,
She picked both of us up.
There was nights like that where the car's literally parked in the yard, and you wake up and you're like, oh, how did I get here?
Now, whenever I drink, I don't drive. And luckily, Jason's house is only 2 blocks from mine. So if I get drunk at his house, I'll just walk home.
Okay. Well, I would go
Yeah,
and drink with my
so-
cousin, and he was a cop, so
Ah,
it's like a free ride home. That's what made him
exactly.
drive. Yeah.
Rusty
So-
Wallace, genuine
Draft.
draft T-bird.
T-Bird, the old NASCAR. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Red Stripe is Jamaican. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Jamaican beer. Yeah,
Huh.
pretty good.
Is it dark?
It's red,
Oh.
kind of in the middle. Yeah.
I wonder if that import house over here has that.
100% they do.
I'll have to go look.
Yeah. Just ask, say, you have any Red Stripe? Would be like, yeah.
Shane, Mickey's hand grenades.
Mickey's hand grenades. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mm,
Wendy's back, made it home.
made it home. Must be snowing by her.
She's normally home about now
Oh,
every
okay.
time. Yeah, she got on here live for a few minutes from work,
Oh, okay.
but she could only hang out for a minute.
Mm.
Yeah, we've been struggling to keep everybody at work. Either it's not wanting to work or calling off sick.
Sick or just not showing up. Yeah, that's always
Oh
fun.
no, they
That's-
show up and then just sit there and watch their damn phones.
oh, really?
Yeah, and I can only say so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm ready to, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Vino,
know.
what's up?
Vino, what's up, bud? That's why I never wanted to own or run a shop, just because you have to have employees,
Yeah.
and employees suck.
Well, me and Jason, we're going to do our thing together because, me and him work together really well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would hand pick someone to do the other work. I would not hire anybody that I did not know off the street.
Right, you can't. Yeah, 'cause they'll rip you off, steal from you, not show up. You name it.
And yeah, that would turn bad for them because, yeah, we're not going to go there. Phones are the worst thing that ever happened to a workplace. Yes, you're
Oh, yeah.
correct, Dan.
No, they're not. The millennials are, because they went from everyone's, going to, if you had a job like mine, where you went into like a corporate office, you
Mhm.
dress up, you look nice, and everyone's professional. The millennials, they just want to show up in sweatpants and not bathe and not
Yeah.
shave, and then well, let's change the rules so it's dress for your day, all this other bullshit to keep all these,
Well,
weak-minded
they had their
millennials happy.
casual Fridays where you could wear jeans.
Right,
you
and
know.
then it just went, well, let's make every day casual unless you have to be up on the 10th floor. Blah.
Yeah.
Then that's when everything went to shit, because then then your boss comes in dressed like he's going fishing, and you're like, really? I
Well,
gotta, because
we have. Go ahead.
because I mean, most like dockers and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
they're more comfortable than jeans when you're in there all day. You're not getting dirty,
True.
So they're the kind of, they're more pajama-esque than than jeans are. They're
True.
just more
That is
comfortable.
true.
So I didn't mind wearing them, and you clean up, you look good, you feel decent about yourself. But yeah, everybody wanted to wear jeans and this, and it's Team Jersey Day, and blah, and dress like a,
Well, the work pants I have are like freaking cardboard.
Oh, I have. Trust me,
So-
I have probably still a half dozen pair of black Dickies, work pants.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love those. I love those things. I'll wear them around the house, but there's a place for
Right. Well, see, we have our uniforms at work,
them.
and there's some of these kids they wear jeans to work because they don't like them, and
Why
then
would you why would you ruin your jeans?
they don't
working on
care.
cars?
They're not paying for them. Their mom is.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So, and then the one guy I finally got convinced where he actually wears his uniform every day, matches
Mhm.
everyone else like the way it should be.
Right.
Well, this other kid still don't do it, and we had our lobby got remodeled second week in November. So we
Mhm.
had a couple big guys from corporate come in to inspect after it was done. He got written up for not being in uniform, and so did our manager.
Okay.
And he's still wearing his jeans. So he got another warning. This week is his last warning. If he doesn't wear his uniform next week, he's getting written up, and second write up is fired.
Mm-hmm. Which is a shame.
Just because.
You're just being fucking
You're-
stubborn.
Yeah. What? Today.
I wanted to let you know that my shoes are on the landing because they're covered in mud.
Okay.
I almost bust my ass twice outside.
You got the trash taken out though?
Yes.
Okay.
I
You
tried,
lived.
I tried to pull the big green trash can and it
Uh-huh.
weighs like 300 pounds.
But did you die?
I almost did. Elliot had to
Okay.
freaking help.
You made it.
It got stuck in
Educational.
I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to change clothes at work. Take your fucking uniform home and put it on at home, dude.
Well, he took all of his uniforms home.
Yeah, he's probably has some kind of phobia of changing into your work pants at work. Whatever.
It's not his look.
Just look, you're at work, dum dum.
Yeah.
That's why they give you uniforms, so you could change when you get there, and then change when you leave, and you can be Jimmy Pimpin. I mean, what's your look? Dirty ass fucking jean boy when you leave work?
Dude, he's
You
filthy.
smell like gas and oil.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just blows my mind is the shit that we put up with.
Well, yeah, and that's why I don't want employees.
Well,
I'd
work
because-
ethic.
I'd love to have a hot rod shop, and I could
Yeah.
make it work and run. 100%. I would do, all kinds of cool stuff. But you got 3 or 4 guys that work with you, and one's always in and out, or one's not showing up, and this guy's, stealing parts out the back door, and yeah, fuck all that.
Taking
I'll
a
go
long
work for some.
lunch.
Yeah, exactly. They come back drunk and forget to put oil in somebody's car. Now you're, yeah, no, I'll go work for somebody that's going to pay me a lot of money.
Well, see,
Give
me
me
and
give
Jason,
me a free car to drive.
we were told that we could have a drink at lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We were told we were allowed to. So we tested that theory. And then before came back from lunch, and it was just like, who wants to smell alcohol on the breath of the guy working on their car?
Right. Yeah. And who wants old
Even
beer
if it's
breath for yourself all the rest of the day? Yeah.
you're right. Even if it's just one beer, who the
Right,
hell
you're-
wants to smell that?
Right.
So we never did. So that's just it's a thing that we want to try and keep the customer happy and not have to worry about it.
You don't need to drink at work. You start drinking at work, just go home.
Right.
I've had guys that, in shops and stuff like that. They're late from work. Well, you know where they are. They're down the street. So you walk in
Yep.
and just go, here's $20. Sit here, have a good time, but come back tomorrow.
So we didn't have that trouble except for one guy last year. He's the one that when we were in Sykeston the first time,
Mm-hmm.
the first year, that I took off that Wednesday or Thursday to get everything ready before we left,
Mm-hmm.
and he broke into my toolbox and stole money out of my toolbox. So when I got back that Monday,
Mm-hmm.
he still wasn't at work because he went on a weekend bender with my money.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he got to back to work Tuesday, I punched him in the mouth. And then he got mad at me.
What? Yeah.
And guess who paid me back? His wife.
Yeah.
Not him.
Not him, his wife. Yeah.
So, he lost all respect for me because one, he broke into my toolbox.
Yeah. You're lucky you're not dead, basically.
Two, he screwed up 2 customer cars. And then he left a Honda pulled apart that he was doing a cylinder head on that I had to put back together because he was in rehab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
like,
problem is gone.
yeah. Mhm.
So I'm just glad they didn't bother me in Sykeston with that because that would have ruined my weekend.
Yeah. Call you when you're trying to have some fun.
Well, and that was the point is they weren't going to call me and tell me about it because they didn't want to.
Right.
But yeah, I come back to that fucking mess and I was so freaking mad.
Right. You can't take 2 days off to go have some fun
Mm-hmm.
without the whole thing going to shit. Yeah, exactly. But
Well, and we had to rush back for Dad.
yeah,
We get back and, get Dad settled in. Then I'm going to go to work to find all this out.
mhm.
And he's just lucky I'm calmer than I used to be
Right.
because I was a hell raiser. Yeah. So he's just damn lucky.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing that everybody sees almost on a daily basis anymore because no one gives a shit anymore.
Right. That's why I'd never want, unfortunately, I'd never want to have a shop.
Right. Well, that was the whole reason me and Jason put our heads together saying that we could do this together. We did it before.
It's
We
so-
did everything.
Are you part of his RV deal?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. That's just him.
I'm sure if he needed help, he'd call, but that's just him.
Okay.
No, we were actually because we saw another shop that we looked into, but it had no running water.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Right. So that's something was going to look into because the shop was big enough to fit an RV in to work on.
Oh, it had
Uh,
big doors and it was deep and stuff like that. Yeah.
It had one really big door. Actually, no, it had 2 big doors because they used to park Greyhounds in it.
Oh shit! So it's plenty big.
Right. And I actually worked out of that garage before. So it is
Mhm.
gigantic. It has 3 gigantic exhaust fans. The heater wasn't all the greatest. It was one of those used oil burners, but it was a cheapo version.
Yeah.
So when it
So
got
it's-
below 30, it was hard to keep warm.
Right. It couldn't keep up.
No, it would not
Mm.
keep up.
Hmm.
40, 45 degrees, it was enough to keep you cozy, but anything below that, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
So, but it was a really big building to try and keep heated too. So, but, oh man, it's after 10. I need to get going.
All right.
It was cool chatting with you though. Thanks for
Yeah.
stopping in.
Oh yeah. You know, I got time. When I got time, I'll stop in.
Yeah, that's the first time you've been here this long.
Yeah, exactly. Usually, yeah. Well, usually, yeah, my phone's ringing and it was work stuff, you know, all night long. So,
Right.
but
Do people
not
still
anymore.
call you?
No, because I wanted to keep that number because I got, you know, 11
Bunch
years
of
of
friends?
contacts in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and all these dealer friends and stuff like that. But they were supposed to leave it on so I could transfer it to a different phone. Well, they turned it off that Friday, and then when I go to Verizon to get that number transferred, they're like, "Well, they turned it off, so it'd be a 60-day wait to get that number."
Oh,
So I'm like, just turn it on. So then I get the new phone, and oh, well, since that phone is turned off and you can't re-verify your cloud ID, now it's 5 days before this phone doesn't anything but just talk on. So now I got to wait till actually tomorrow till that security part of it clears and I can, you know, have all my apps work again. So
jeez.
that's okay. If that's the biggest part of my stress is this stupid phone, I could, you know.
You're right. You're right. But that was a lot of shit to go through real fast.
Yeah, it was. The last couple of weeks were a little crazy, but that's all over now. So, but all right, everybody in the chat, have a day. Rob, we'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
See ya.
Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Always make it a good Tuesday night. You guys take her easy, and hopefully Jason will do his thing Thursday. We'll see. I'm not sure what he's got going on, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, take it easy, and we'll catch you, if not Thursday, next Tuesday. All right. Thanks, Shane. Take it easy, buddy. Have a good night too. Later, Scarlett. Good to see you. See you, Dan, Vino, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Dan. See you guys.